Well, never mind all that stuff, because COVID also taught Sunny Hostin how to get her groceries delivered. Yeah, I know, amazing. But that means it's time for...
Living your life and you're feeling low. You don't know what is true. You don't know what's true. So you quick flip through the channels to watch Sunny on The View. Oh my God, the stuff she says is dumb. Where the hell they get this woman from? She's a host who's always crass and lame, with lots of nonsense to proclaim.
In a moment that has ignited widespread debate, Fox News host Greg Gutfeld confronted The View co-host Sunny Hostin during a live broadcast, accusing her of hypocrisy regarding her public statements on race and privilege. The exchange left Hostin visibly emotional and has since gone viral, prompting discussions about accountability and consistency in public discourse.
View a lot, but that's only because they keep talking. Those hens are always clucking. They get to say stupid stuff for an hour every day, and then I get to say stupid stuff for an hour every day, except on purpose. But every now and then, one of those dingbats inadvertently says something that reveals modern liberal thought so perfectly, it deserves further study. You know, like a weird serpent that washed up on the beach and you...
Sunny Hostin, a co-host on ABC's The View, has long been recognized for her outspoken views on social justice issues, particularly concerning race, privilege, and systemic inequality. As a former federal prosecutor and legal analyst, Hostin has utilized her platform to advocate for marginalized communities, often critiquing public figures and policies she perceives as perpetuating injustice.
So, Sunny, I bet you haven't been in a supermarket since COVID for about 3 years.
I haven't been in a supermarket since COVID. For about 3 years. That's when I discovered Instacart, and I give them a big tip because they don't always pay their people well, and it's so that's been an issue, I think, for the company. But man, you can get toiletries, you can get fire logs. You know those big Bounty towels you don't want to carry.
Those from Costco.
Somebody else goes.
Fire logs? She had to tell the audience that she tips big because even she knows she sounds insufferable. Hey, I'm an but at least I tip.
Greg Gutfeld, a Fox News host known for his satirical commentary, has frequently challenged progressive narratives, positioning himself as a counterpoint to mainstream media perspectives. His critiques often target perceived inconsistencies within liberal discourse, aiming to highlight what he considers double standards.
Hostin's obsession with race gets thrown back in her face. Today's video comes to us from Sunny Hostin. Sounds like a town. We're in Sunny Hostin. She was on PBS's Finding Your Roots, a show dedicated to researching celebrity ancestry. For context, Sunny is a staunch supporter of reparations and has made a fortune spewing nonsense about white privilege and racial justice. Well, turns out she's not as oppressed as she claims she is. She's actually the descendant of slave owners from Europe. Here's how she took the news.
The ideological divide between Hostin and Gutfeld reflects broader tensions within American media, where polarized viewpoints often clash over interpretations of social and political issues. This dynamic set the stage for their recent on-air confrontation, which has become a focal point in discussions about media accountability and the responsibilities of public figures. During a live segment, Greg Gutfeld addressed Sunny Hostin's previous statements on racial justice, bringing up revelations from her appearance on PBS's Finding Your Roots, where it was disclosed that her ancestors were slave owners. Gutfeld argued that this information contradicted Hostin's public stance on systemic oppression and privilege, suggesting a discrepancy between her advocacy and personal history.
Wow. I'm a little bit in shock. I just always thought of myself as Puerto Rican, you know, half Puerto Rican. I didn't think I was, my family was originally from Spain and slaveholders.
Yeah. So how are you feeling, my friend?
I think it's actually pretty interesting that my husband and I have shared roots.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate that. And I think it's great for our children to know this information. I guess it's a fact of life that this is how some people made their living, on the backs of others.
Fact of life. Interesting change of tune. For more, we go to our chief Sunny Hostin correspondent for a reaction.
Hostin appeared taken aback by the confrontation, responding emotionally to Gutfeld's assertions. She emphasized the importance of acknowledging historical complexities and reiterated her commitment to addressing systemic issues, regardless of personal background. The exchange grew increasingly tense, with both hosts defending their positions amid a live audience. The broadcast quickly gained traction online, with clips circulating across social media platforms. Viewers expressed a range of reactions, from support for Hostin's advocacy to criticism of perceived inconsistencies in her narrative. The incident has sparked broader conversations about the role of personal history in shaping public discourse, and the expectations placed on media figures to maintain consistency in their messaging. Following the broadcast, public responses were polarized. Supporters of Hostin praised her vulnerability and dedication to social justice, arguing that personal history should not negate one's commitment to advocacy. Critics, however, echoed Gutfeld's sentiments, questioning the credibility of her positions in light of the revelations about her ancestry. Media analysts have weighed in on the incident, highlighting the challenges public figures face in navigating personal backgrounds while engaging in advocacy work. Some commentators emphasize the importance of transparency and self-reflection, suggesting that acknowledging personal complexities can enhance, rather than undermine, one's credibility. The discourse has extended beyond the individuals involved, prompting discussions about the broader implications for media representation and the standards to which public figures are held. The incident serves as a case study in the complexities of public advocacy, personal history, and the scrutiny faced by those in the public eye. Experts in media and communication have analyzed the confrontation between Hostin and Gutfeld, viewing it as indicative of the heightened scrutiny public figures face in the digital age. The rapid dissemination of information and the permanence of digital records mean that inconsistencies, perceived or real, are quickly highlighted and debated. The incident underscores the necessity for public figures to engage in continuous self-examination and to address potential contradictions proactively. By acknowledging personal histories and demonstrating a commitment to growth and understanding, media personalities can foster trust and credibility with their audiences. In the long term, this event may influence how media figures approach discussions of social justice, encouraging a more nuanced and inclusive dialogue that considers personal complexities. It also highlights the importance of resilience and adaptability in the face of public scrutiny, essential traits for those navigating the modern media landscape. The on-air exchange between Sunny Hostin and Greg Gutfeld has sparked significant discussion about personal history, public advocacy, and the expectations placed on media figures. As the discourse continues, it serves as a reminder of the complexities inherent in public dialogue on social issues. We invite you to share your thoughts on this incident. How should public figures navigate personal histories in their advocacy work? What standards should be applied to ensure accountability and authenticity in media discourse? Join the conversation in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth analyses of current events.